Yeah, things smart people do that look dumb to others. In this video, we're exploring the common habits of highly intelligent people that can look pretty strange to the rest of us. Stick around because you might just find out that your own weird habits are actually your secret superpower. 1. They talk to themselves out loud. Let's start with a classic. The person who seems to be having a deep chat with an empty room. From the outside, it can look like they're confused or maybe just a bit lonely. It feels socially awkward, so we assume it's pointless. After all, why talk if no one's there to listen? In reality, this is a seriously effective tool for thinking. Psychologists have a name for this: external self-talk. It turns out to be one of the best ways to organize your thoughts, get a handle on your emotions, and nail complex tasks. When you say your thoughts out loud, you force your brain to structure them more clearly. This process can cut through mental chaos, lower stress, and help you think your way through tough problems. 2. They keep a messy desk. Why is it that the workspaces of geniuses or scientists are always as cluttered as a battlefield? A chaotic mess consisting of stacked books, scattered notes, and the old coffee mugs. We are always told that a clean space means a clear mind, so a messy desk must be the sign of a disorganized brain, right? Wrong. In fact, science suggests that the opposite might be true. A study conducted by psychological scientist Kathleen Vohs discovered that while orderly rooms encourage people to be conventional and play it safe, messy spaces actually boost creativity and inspire new ideas. In her experiments, people in a messy room produce much more creative and interesting solutions compared to those in a tidy room. Furthermore, they were more inclined to choose new and innovative products by exhibiting a future-oriented mindset. That messy desk is not always a sign of laziness. It pushes the brain to make unexpected connections. 3. They daydream and stare into space. What looks like a mental vacation is often the brain shifting into its highest gear. Neuroscientists have a name for this mental state: the default mode network. This network kicks in when our minds wander elsewhere. It is absolutely essential for connecting random ideas, imagining future scenarios, and solving difficult problems even when you aren't consciously trying. A study by Georgia Tech found that people who daydream a lot not only score higher on intelligence and creativity tests, but their brains are also more efficient. According to researchers, people with high-efficiency brains have more mental power than what is required to focus on a single simple task. Therefore, their minds naturally drift to more interesting places. 4. They ask stupid questions. Truly intelligent people care more about actually understanding something than appearing to understand it. They are not afraid to admit what they don't know. They have a relentless curiosity, and they need to grasp something correctly from its very foundation. As we get older, most of us are taught to stop asking questions because we are afraid of looking stupid. A 4-year-old asks hundreds of questions a day. Most adults ask almost none. The person who risks looking foolish to clarify a basic idea is the one who leaves with real knowledge, while others might just be nodding their heads on a shaky foundation. 5. They overthink simple decisions. Choosing a place for dinner, deciding what to watch tonight, trying to write the perfect one-sentence text message. For most of us, these are quick and easy decisions. However, for some incredibly intelligent people, these simple choices can feel like monumental issues, leading to what we call analysis paralysis. To an outsider, it simply looks like they are unable to make up their minds. This overthinking habit actually stems from a mind that can instantly see numerous possibilities and outcomes for any given choice. Where the average person sees 2 or 3 options, a highly analytical brain can generate a dozen different scenarios, each with its own web of pros and cons. They aren't just picking a restaurant. They are mentally calculating traffic, wait times, and menu options for everyone, and the overall cost-benefit balance. 6. They prefer solitude. The person who always skips parties, eats lunch at their desk, or prefers to work alone can easily be labeled as antisocial or a loner. In a world that loves extroverts, choosing to be alone can seem like a social failure. However, for many highly intelligent people, solitude is not a punishment, but a necessity. Their driving force usually comes from within themselves, not from the outside world. They are motivated not by a desire for social status or a pat on the back, but by a deep need to learn, create, and solve problems. They derive far more pleasure from deep thoughts than from small talk. Well, conserving energy is important, just like staying tuned by subscribing. 7. They are not bothered by awkward silences. Most of us hate pauses during a conversation. It feels tense and awkward, so we scramble to fill the void with anything just to break that tension. But have you ever met someone who is completely unfazed by it? Being at peace with silence is usually a sign of a confident and thoughtful mind. They aren't panicking, they are processing. Instead of just saying the first thing that comes to mind, they use that silent moment to truly reflect on what was just said and to formulate a meaningful response. Research shows that this trait is linked to a strong sense of self. They do not need constant chatter to feel secure or validated. We've examined some fascinating habits that could completely change how you view yourself or others. Which of these silly habits have you noticed in yourself? Are you a proud owner of a messy desk, someone who constantly talks to themselves, or a master of thoughtful pauses? Let us know in the comments. We would love to hear your story. And if this video made you feel a bit more understood, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of our lives. Thanks for watching.